welcome back. It's 9 after the hour. This coming Saturday night, grab your flashlight and head on over to the Marquette Regional History Center for their After Dark event to find out what goes bump in the museum. Ooh, Ashley Kirkland live at the museum this morning with more on what you can expect. Ashley?
Well, Vicki, the story goes it was a dark and stormy night, and that's all the details I have for now. But right now I'm with Betsy Roots, who is the museum educator. She's going to talk to us more about this year's event. Betsy, thanks so much for being here this morning. Now, what is the theme for this year's event, and how did you guys come up with it?
Thanks, Ashley. It's a dark and stormy night here at the museum for Museum After Dark, and we came up with that from brainstorming. Some folks said, well, what about all the weather stories? We've been having such odd weather up here in the UP, and that segued into storms and Lake Superior, which gives us so many great stories that we think about after dark themes. So for this after dark event, we went with a theme that would give us shipwrecks and all kinds of stories about weather events, and that gives us so much interesting stuff for all kinds of activities throughout the entire museum.
Yeah. Now, speaking of activities, what will the kids have to do? There's a lot, like you said, with Lake Superior, the Great Lake Superior. That's a lot. There's a lot to teach them.
Yes. There's going to be. They can meet some ship captains that have come back from history to meet them and tell them their shipwreck stories. They get to do a scavenger hunt and win prizes, meeting more historical characters. They also get to do hands-on activities and make some take-home crafts and prizes that are all boat and water and weather themed. There's also going to be a fire department demonstration. Wow. At 8 o'clock. The fire department is demoing a water rescue. Wow. So that's really extra special to have these guests with us for the Saturday event.
Yeah. And we also are going to have some other special guests that will come to life, but we're not going to tell them that just yet. We'll make them wait. But what will it be for the adults to do? Because in the last couple of years, the adults have really loved this event.
Yes, the adults have loved the event, and that's often because of the true stories that are told throughout the activities. And so the adults learn so much about what happened in this region, but by doing fun games and interactive activities and meeting people in costumes. So really it's those stories that the adults love. They love seeing the museum dark, and they notice different artifacts that they've never seen before. We also put out artifacts that are out only for this day. And so that's interesting too. And the adults really get engaged in that and see things that they've never seen before ever in their life. And so it's a great way to just learn something about your local history, but also have fun with the family.
Yeah. Always such a great imagination, Betsy. We'll be back, thank you, a little bit later, but make sure to come down. You can see on your screen there's going to be a great event this Saturday, November the 8th. You can go log on to the Marquette Regional History Center's website to learn more about the tickets, but you don't want to miss this, and you don't want your kids to miss it, so we'll be back with more details on it, Vicki.
All right, sounds like a great time. Thank you very much, Ashley. And it is always kind of cool.
Museum After Dark will include unexpected special guests and a host of fun activities for kids and adults. Ashley Kirkland joins us again live this morning with more details. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning, Sam. We're going to go into a little storytelling here. I'm back with Betsy Roots, museum educator. Now, Betsy, there's going to be some great stories about shipwrecks and great things of stormy nights here with Lake Superior. What's one that you have for us?
Well, Ashley, you want to get your tickets ahead of time for this event because you'll avoid the line at the door for dark and stormy night. You never know what happens in a museum after dark. This is your chance. So come on out on Saturday night and see who's coming to life. We're going to have some settlers that witnessed a near shipwreck in our own Marquette Harbor. Oh. These ladies will be welcoming the Captain Ripley, who is going to be landing here on Marquette Harbor. In 1848, he had to moor his ship on a rock just outside the harbor here to avoid a 3-day storm. They were stuck on that rock for 3 days. Now, the settlers stayed on the shore and built bonfires and welcomed the crew of the fur trader. Yeah. And these ladies will be here with us.
They're going to be here.
They're going to be right here.
All the way from 1844.
All the way from 1848. They have a long trip, and so they've started their trip, and they will be with us on Saturday night and tell us about the adventures of Captain Ripley and how he landed in Marquette. and survived a 3-day storm. You might recognize that name because Ripley's Rock is named for him.
Yeah, well, how exciting to have those special guests
And
among
many
other.
more.
Many more.
Yes.
And people will be able to see special artifacts, obviously, within the museum that you guys have from different shipwrecks.
Yes, definitely. Each artifact tells its own story, and it's amazing how many stories are contained within this building and what comes to life after dark here in the museum.
Yeah, such a fun event. Now, once again, where can people come to get tickets, and what time is the event?
Yep, stop on by to our front doors on Spring Street here in Marquette, or call 226-3571 to get your tickets ahead of time, or you can go on the website.
Yeah.
And the event is right here Saturday night starting at 7 p.m.
All right, and that website is right there on your screen, the Marquette Regional History Center. It's a great event for kids and adults. You say a lot of Northern students love this event.
Yes, definitely. We've had lots of students come year after year, and we've got students volunteering, of course, and acting as characters in the gallery, too. So a lot of their friends like to come see them, and so it's good for all ages.
Yeah.
We suggest age 6 and up, because it is a little dark and there's some reading to do with the stories and things. It's, and it's late. It's from 7 to 10 p.m. But so we suggest ages 6 and up, but that's your call, and we love to welcome everyone.
Yeah. Now, we get to wear these lovely hats. Will you guys have these props for people to kind of grab as they come in the door?
Oh, well, there's a photo booth. Yes, you get to pose for your photo for sure with some interesting props.
Very well. I love photo booths. Thanks so much, Betsy, for being here. And you guys don't want to miss this event this Saturday. Make sure to come down to the Marquette Regional History Center. Great story time, great things, and live characters that will be coming back all the way from the 1800s. Make sure to stick around for more of your TV6 Morning News.